Hey, what's up, fam? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's me, Steve here. Got Candace here on online, Lanacia, Ro, Diane, and we probably have a few other people pop in on the panel as well. If you're, let me see, who do we have on here? We've got quite a number of people here on. We got Tony Davis, Brooke is on, Raquel, Alicia, Renee is on. Keisha, I guess is how you, I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. Uh, Donna, Wayne, Mari just popped in. Uh, okay, we got a few other people probably coming on as well. So again, welcome guys. Hey, I wanted to put together a real quick emergency webinar. Um, we just got back. I think it was a few days ago. Well, actually, the day before yesterday, and from Miami. The Miami trip was incredible. Um, I had a good time at the Salt Lake, or not Salt Lake, but the Park City. I guess you could say escape trip that they had back in. I think it was in April. A lot of the leaders were there and everything, and that was actually the first event that I got a chance to actually physically meet. My sponsor who brought me into Wake Up Now, Greg Padrill. But he was here in Miami as well, along with all the other top leaders, and so we got a chance to have some fun, learn some new things, network, talk, we got some new announcements. I'm sure you all have heard by now, right? All the new products and services and everything. So, but what we're going to do on this webinar, just to let you know, one thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about the Miami trip. We're going to talk about Salt Lake City, which is coming up in April. September. It's coming up in September here in the next few months, actually, and that's the national convention. We're going to talk a little bit about that, and most important, we're going to talk about these new changes, these new additions to our product lineup. And let me tell you guys, everybody is fired up right now, and we really got something that's going to really help us to move these products even faster, and to give you an opportunity to be able to share your story a lot better, because you even got more products now that you can actually use today. And so with that, let's just go and get started again. I just go and kind of give my little testimony. Miami, it was my first time in Florida. Not first time in Florida, first time in Miami. I've been to Florida before years ago. It was Tampa, but I've never been to Miami, and it was truly an outstanding event. The beaches were amazing. It was just truly, I don't even have any words for it. We wanted to stay a little bit longer, but we're going to be coming back to Miami here pretty soon. But we had an awesome time. I was we kicked it, and a lot of the leaders that were there, part of SME, and all I can say, man, we just had a good time, man. We laughed, we had fun. Some of us had too much to drink, but other than that, hey, we had a good time. We had a good time, but hey, that's what we do, living the one life. But real quick, guys, I want to hear from all the other panel. We got Aaron. Aaron just popped on. We got Kyron just popped on as well. Amari's on as well. Matter of fact, I'll just start with Amari here on my far right. I don't know how it looks on your screen, but Amari, man, how was Miami? The escape trip of Wake Up Now. How was that experience for you this weekend?
Oh man, I'm ready to go back, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. It was fantastic. I just liked the way we actually all came together as SME first of all, and then as a Wake Up Now. But hey, the information that we received, and then also the getting to network with all the people that was there, seeing these people that I actually been following on the online, and then also people that have been following me to introduce themselves and things like that. It was just great. It was just a great experience. So, hey, man, like I said, I'm ready to go back.
Me too. Me too. Can't wait. Can't wait. So it was awesome. We had a good time. Definitely wasn't our first trip together on a major event. We've done like plenty back in the day, so it was kind of good. This is probably the first one we've done in a long time though. But we had a good time. So it was awesome. It was awesome. So thanks for sharing that. Let me go ahead and roll over to Aaron. What's up, Aaron?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Good guy. I guess you are, because are you in Houston or are you in Dallas now?
I'm in Dallas right now. I'll be in Houston tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to go back to Miami, to be honest with you. But man, we had an awesome time. It was great seeing everybody. Like Amari said, it was great. You know, as the team came together. You know, just being on the beaches and seeing everybody's lifestyle who's actually doing it. I mean, this is not no hype. You know, no BS. This is actually stuff that's actually happening. And just that escape trip was something that was definitely needed. I mean, it just motivates you and elevates you to a whole nother level when you see that type of stuff going on. You look forward to your next escape vacation and motivates you to get to work and get everybody else on board so they can experience that experience that we had, man. It was phenomenal. I loved it, man. I was glad I was able to stay another night, I'll tell you that much.
I know it was awesome. It's definitely an awesome event. I mean, it was funny because I know my Greg had rented. You know, a lot of you guys know our upline Greg Padrill, and you know, there are immediate uplines for SME, Greg, and also Eric. We're just a few generations from Eric as well. And here's a funny thing. You know, Greg is known to, like, when he comes to events, he's not just gonna roll up in a regular car from Enterprise rent a car. He's gonna roll up. Guys, he rolled up in a Rolls Royce Ghost. Just crazy. Just had everybody just taking pictures and videos and everything. It's all fun and everything. And also Daryl YG, he had one. It was funny because I got a video coming out here shortly, guys. You'll see it. They both had rolled up, and YG was saying, hey, that's just how we roll. We got like $1 million sitting on the parking lot. That's $500,000 vehicle. Here's another $500,000 vehicle. That's like $1 million worth of vehicle right here. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But hey, that's that one life when you really work hard, build, stay in the game, keep pushing, keep growing, and it definitely rewards you, to new heights of success. So I'm just excited, guys. I mean, I don't even have any words, but we got some good information we're going to share with you as well. But again, I want to hear from Miss Candace Davis. Candace, how was the Miami trip for you and Javon?
Oh man, Miami was phenomenal. Like they say, turn down for what? That was Miami. First time being in South Beach, Miami. I've been to Florida quite a few times, but Miami is not only an experience, but to do it with Wake Up Now, that was definitely an experience to go on the record boards. I had so much fun. Met a lot of the top leaders, shook hands, conversated with, Brandon Boyd, Julian Kushner, Logan Shippey, Greg, Seymour, Chasen, all of them. And I think the thing that struck me the most was when I actually met Kirby, Jason, and Phil. Guys, these are company owners that, shook hands, put their arms around you, and talked to you just like they were on our level. You know what I mean? Just like they were just like us. They didn't set themselves apart from anybody. And that's what actually blew me away, because a lot of the times you see the company leaders and the company owners that kind of keep themselves on a higher level than what everybody else is. And they, mixed, mingled, the Nikki Beach party, they were all there, just doing what we did, living the one life. And it was amazing. It was my first one experience, my first one trip, and I'm so looking forward to Salt Lake City. I can't wait. I'm booked and ready to go. I come home. The day after I came home, that next morning, I booked Salt Lake. I wasn't taking any chances. I noticed the dinners and everything, they had a low count left, maybe like 200 of the event dinners left. I wasn't missing out on that. So I went ahead and booked it. I'm ready, excited, got me crunk after Miami, even more crunk with the new stuff that got announced and the new stuff coming. So let's do it.
Wow. I mean, that's awesome. It's funny. I spoke with Jason Elrod this morning, just saying thanks again for such an awesome event in Miami. First time there, and we had a blast. Great information, great people. And he was excited that we came down, and our team came down as well. And he said one thing: make sure that you do whatever you got to do to book your reservations for Salt Lake, because they are going fast. So you definitely want to do that ASAP. Those are the last words that we spoke on. Was just try to make sure that you guys get in the house at Salt Lake, because if Miami was crazy, but Salt Lake is going to be stupid crazy. There's going to be so many people there. All the leaders are going to be there. Period. All the top leaders are going to be there. A lot of new people, a lot of up and coming people. A lot of the home office is there, because Provo and Salt Lake, they're like right next to each other. It's just not even like a long distance. It's like maybe 30-minute drive from Provo to Salt Lake City. So it's like pretty much like right there. So Salt Lake, guys, I'm telling you, if you log into your back office, I'm looking at my back office right there. It's right there. So make sure, because we definitely want to see you guys. We had some nice representation there in Miami. We had a lot of people that are part of the group, maybe even a part of different lines, but really a part of the group, because we're all one family, so it really doesn't matter. We're all one life. And people are saying, hey man, I'm on the webinars all the time, and hey, I'm connected in the SME group and this, that, and the other thing. So a lot of people are coming up to a lot of us and shaking their hand, getting a chance to talk and network and everything. So it was an awesome event, guys. It really was an awesome event. I got a lot of video footage that I'm going to be uploading over the next several weeks, and so you guys can really kind of get an idea of how that was. But I got one in particular video that I'm going to be uploading later on this evening, so you get a chance to check that out. It's pretty cool. So some of the things that they talked about. So a lot of you guys have heard about this new Explorer Pack program as well. So, but real quick, hold on real quick. Before I even jump into that, my wife is there. She's online, and I don't know if you're multitasking, babe, but did you have any words you want to share about Miami?
Miami was great. I had a good time. It was my first time in Florida, so I love being out there in the beach and just hanging out. I want to get back out there in that water on the beach because it was nice just to get out there and sit back, and the view we had from our room, oh my gosh, it was just awesome. And it just seeing everybody again that we've known for years, and we only get to see them every so often. So it was really good to go out there and network and see everybody and see a lot of the people that have been following us. And I do want to say thank you guys for everybody who came up and just said thank you, for what we do. That makes us feel good, and it lets us know that we're doing something right. And we try to do whatever we can for you guys to make your business soar. So events are where it's at, so you definitely want to make sure that you're there in Salt Lake. Excuse me. I mean, we have 2 months from now, so tickets are fairly cheap. I know Southwest, Spirit, American Airlines, all of them are running specials right now, and just go ahead and get your tickets too. So just do whatever you can to be there, because the networking that you get just from going to different events, and the information, the training, I mean, it's the best out there. And you have the atmosphere, and everybody is just one big team. So just make sure you get out to Salt Lake.
Yep, Salt Lake is going to definitely be probably the last big event that's going to take us through the rest of 2014, leading us into 2015. And we I know Lanacy and I, we network with a lot of people as well, just in the industry. And one of our people that we follow online, he said about events. If you're wanting to be a professional, if you want to have Wake Up Now as your profession, or this industry as your profession, you got to go where the professionals are. You gotta go where the top earners are. If you're a doctor, doctors go to conferences and conventions and stuff so they can learn how to do certain things, new technologies. If you're a lawyer, they do the same thing. If you're in some type of special, even if you're a barber, or if you're a beautician, they have these big events and stuff every year, and they go and network and see who's doing what and how they're doing things. Those are professions. And this is the only industry that I know of. He even spoke about this, is that where a lot of times we think, well, should I go to the event? Well, this is the only industry where people say that. Where in other professions they say, yeah, I'm just going. Well, you got to have that attitude as well, because if you want to be a professional marketer, you got to go where the professional marketers are at, the people that are making the type of income that you're driving to get to. And so that's one thing that you want to do. So Salt Lake is going to be a big thing. We're going to be doing a big push on Salt Lake. So you're going to see a lot of information about Salt Lake. It's not just about just going just to go. That that event, you're not gonna be the same when you come out of that event. So I'm just gonna let you know. You go to Salt Lake City, when you're getting on your plane, driving, or however you got there, on your way back, you are not going to be the same person. I'm just going to let you know that. But you can't get that type of experience watching it on a webinar or someone telling you or seeing some pictures on Facebook. You really got to be there. So the event is going to be big. That's going to be the 2014 Corporate Conference, September 11th through the 13th. At the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. And again,
go ahead.
And again, that's going to be September 11th through the 13th here in the next few months. Okay, Baby Jeff, something you want to add to that?
Yeah, I wanted to make one more note too. If there is a leader that's in your area that's doing an event, go to that event. Go support them. Go network with them, because you never know. You guys can probably form what they call a JV or a partnership, and y'all can do some things together. Because if somebody's having an event, you can bring your people out there so they can hear the information, whether it's they're doing an opportunity meeting or some type of training. You can benefit from that, your team can benefit from that, and also your guests can benefit from that. Because if they're having an opportunity meeting, that takes the work off of you. So all you have to do is just invite your people out.
Right.
And then also, you never know what other information you might pick up, and also you just never know who you might meet and who you might, click with and network with. So if there's a local, just whatever, I know they've been doing a tour, Virginia, Atlanta, all these different places. If you see an event, just go to it, go support. You're supporting the business, so just support it.
Absolutely. So. It's definitely, your association is going to be key. And a lot of times it is kind of good to have some workout buddies or whatever. And a lot of times you can meet those people at those type of events, especially if you have an event going on in your local area. So with that said, and again, we'll be talking more and more about Salt Lake City as the days and weeks come. So let's just go ahead and move on to the I guess the topic at hand, and that is the Explorer Pack. Hey guys, we about to take it to the next level. Matter of fact, it was funny. We were in the meeting, and Jason Elrod was talking to the crowd, right? And it was funny. He was talking about the Explorer Pack and everything, and he was saying, we're about to go to another level. He's like you guys say, there's levels to this, and everybody just started laughing. So I'm telling you guys, there's levels to this game, right? And we're about to take it to the next level with the Explorer Pack. So I'm gonna change my screen so you guys can see what I'm going to go over here. So let me do that real quick. All right, so you guys should see this information. I'm in my back office, right? And if I go to products, if you go into your products page, guys, you'll see the drop down here, right? So you'll see that information, and what you want to do. What the Explorer Pack is, guys, what they've done, they've actually added the Vacation Club, a personal assistant service, and one MD. So I'm going to give you a little information about all three of those. Now, of course, we're already familiar with the Vacation Club. Normally, prior to July 8th, if you wanted to become a member of the Vacation Club to get a lot more deals and access for rental cars, hotels, condos, cruises, entertainment, you name it, you wanted to get more access, you would have to pay an additional $90 one time to get access to the Vacation Club. Okay, that's how it was prior to launching the Explorer Pack. And now here's the thing. Now what they've done with the Explorer Pack is that they've actually included that in to the package. I'm going to talk about the price here in a moment. So the Vacation Club is now added with the Explorer Pack. They still have the Platinum package. That's still the same. This is a totally different package. So it has the Explorer Pack has everything that you have now, plus the Vacation Club, plus a personal assistant type of service. And on that, guys, this allows you to, man, I mean, I really like this particular benefit because a lot of times I'm pretty busy, Linace's pretty busy, especially if we're out and about or on vacation or on a business trip. This is a really cool service where you can call and they can do things for you. Where if you need to get directions, if you need to get travel plans, if you need to get this done, that done, cleaners, just information without you having to do it yourself, you can call them and they'll do it for you. So it's basically giving you your own personal assistant. And I know a lot of times I really feel like I need a personal assistant. And Lanacia feels the same way. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the panel can relate to that as well. Well, guess what? We get this absolutely free with our Explorer Pack membership. So it actually comes free. And again, you can find out more information about that in your back office. And to even give you more information, then they have the 1MD benefit, and they've got, you go to the Vimeo, and I'll show you the videos and stuff that they actually have. But they actually even have it on wakeupnow.com/blog. They got a lot of detailed information about these particular different products. Now this is actually pretty cool. 1MD basically gives you access to a doctor. So if you need to get prescriptions or things of that nature, you don't have to go to a doctor and get that. You can call them. You can actually consult with the doctor via on the computer or by phone, and they can actually prescribe prescriptions and things of that nature for you via the internet or via your phone, guys. And there's a whole lot of other benefits that come along with this. I'm telling you guys, this is actually really a really cool plan. As you can see, personalized web-based workouts with animation. So if you want to work out, they got all kinds of stuff. I was looking at a lot of it this morning, and I was really amazed on how much stuff you really get with it. Daily health tips, over 4,500 wellness-related articles, self-help, unlimited use of health risk assessments, and again, just 24/7 web access. I mean, just to name a few. And again, if you go to your back office and if you see the Vimeo piece right here, so if you click on Vimeo, it takes you to the Vimeo, I guess, Wake Up Now video channel. And if you go to videos here, it basically, you can watch some of these different videos. Here's a really good video on the 1MD product. Here's one on the personal assistant. We all pretty much know how the Vacation Club works. If you don't, you can find that video in the list of these videos as well. We'll be posting up some additional. We'll probably post up all these videos in the group, so you can have that immediate access to it, just to kind of go over it. But these are some really good videos that really explain it very well. I don't want to take up all the time trying to go over every aspect of what the benefits that they actually give. But I will say this: when it comes to these particular products, let me go back to it here. Let's see. Here it is. When it comes to these particular products, guys, the cool thing is this. Let me go back here. The cool thing about this, guys, is that the Explorer Pack is $150. It's $150 a month. Now, here's the thing. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, if it's let me go back to my channel here. Okay, it's $150 a month. Now, the cool thing, if you're a D1, D2, so when you go into your back office, you'll see a deal at the top hand corner where it says upgrade. Here's why this is going to be so powerful, guys. The one reason why this is actually going to be really powerful is because of this. One, when we're actually marketing and we're sharing this information, this opportunity, I know a lot of times we're talking to people saying, hey, it's $99.95 for all these particular benefits. Well, you got TaxBot, and you have all the other benefits as well. Now, the cool thing about the Explorer Pack is that people can use those benefits immediately. So if you if you want to get some information, so if you need some personal assistant, if you want to use that product right then, you can use it right then. If you wanted to use the medical piece right then, a lot of people really need that. I mean, that's a big benefit, guys. That's medical stuff, right? Go to any hospital, they'll tell you people need medical help pretty much in a lot of cases, some cases daily, right? So that's a very good benefit for a lot of people out there that don't have that type of access to a physician. I'm telling you guys, right? So people can use that immediately. And then, of course, you got the Vacation Club. So if you're planning a big trip, now you have access to that. And so your conversation is going to change a lot now when you're talking to people about a lot of the different products and services that Wake Up Now has. So think about what we had with just the Platinum package. Now add that to the Explorer pack. Guys, we got something for everybody. I mean, literally. I mean, for real. We got something for everybody. We got something that we can have a conversation about, you know, with someone, and you can even have a conversation with someone about, because you can get in and actually use the personal assistant and see how that works. You know, you can get in and use the Wake Up Now MD, the 1MD product, and see how that works. Because I know a lot of times, you know, my wife would tell you I'm the type of person I hate going to the doctor. Oh my God, I do not want to go to the doctor. Some of the men can probably relate to this, but I will, however. But if I can pick up a phone, especially if I'm just not feeling well or if I need a prescription for something, that's going to feel good to not have to go to a doctor to get that done. I can just pick up the phone and say, hey, you know, I think I got the flu. Here are my symptoms. Here are what's going on. And then I can actually talk with a doctor via through a webinar type of, you know, interaction, and they can kind of assess me right there and then write me a prescription right over the internet. And then all I got to do is just go to Walgreens or CVS and pick up my prescription. Guys, you know how many people would love to have that? You know how many people that maybe have a lot of medical issues that will love that? You know how many people in my family right now that are a little up in age that can actually use that product right now? Guys, I mean, it's all about convenience, and that's not all they get. They get all the other benefits. Now, when it comes to that too, I know a lot of people just don't like doing any kind of research on anything. Well, hey, now they have a personal assistant. Some of y'all probably talking to some of y'all. Some of y'all don't like to do no kind of research, right? You just want somebody to give you the answer. And guess what? That's fine. Well, guess what? If you got the personal assistant benefit with the Explorer pack, you don't have to worry about doing the research or trying to find this or trying to find that if you're on vacation or if you're planning something or if you just need information about something. Just pick up the phone and call them. And they'll be able to help you and give you the information that you need 24/7. Guys, I don't know if Kirby and them know what they just did with this type of product. So a lot of people can really use that. And then of course the Vacation Club, that goes without saying. Now, when it comes to the money, here's something different. So if you got a pen, pad, you might want to write some of this down. Now, they did a webinar. I think it was yesterday, I believe it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, that's actually online. I think I posted it up in the group as well. So there's plenty of information that talks about how the commissions and everything work as well. So let me pull that up here. I'm going to pull that up in the blog so you guys can see it. And again, guys, you can always get a lot of great information about what's going on with Wake Up Now by going to WakeUpNow.com/blog. It's right here. As you can see, this is the first thing on the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, let me see if I can find that article, announcements. And okay, Wake Up Now Explorer Pack launch. So that's got to be it. So if I click on read more, and of course there's some information there. And hold on, this is the video. Oh, there's something else as well. Products. Let me see if I can find it again. Let me do it like this. Travel.
So Steve, too, one good thing to note between the Platinum package and the Explorer pack with the Vacation Club, with the Platinum package, you only get to book 10 vacations a year. And like Steve said, you have to pay the $90 activation fee. With the Explorer pack, you get unlimited bookings, and you don't have to pay the $90 activation fee.
So it's just an additional benefit. So what I did, guys, I just went into, actually I typed in travel pack, but you can type in Explorer pack, and it'll give you a lot of great information. And I went to the one that says Explorer package benefits and facts. And if you click on read more, this is actually a really good article. I'll probably post this in the group as well. But they really go through in detail a lot of the different benefits of each component of the Explorer pack. So if you scroll down, it tells you how much it is. It's $149.99, so $150 a month. How much of the Explorer package will the bring 360 direct to 3 bonus pay for. So basically what that means is if you go D3, so let me just go ahead and read this here for you guys. When you qualify for basically D3, when you go D3, you earn $100 in commissions. We all know that, right? Let me see, in commissions if you are IBO, or $100 in product credit if you are a preferred customer. If you purchase the Explorer package, you will receive $100 toward your Explorer package the month after you meet your bonus qualification or for going D3. Your card on file will be charged the remaining $49.99. So if you're basically what that means, guys, if you're a D3 right now, if you're a D3, it's only going to cost you $50. Okay, and we have a lot of D3s, okay, in the organization. So it's not even going to cost you $150 a month. If you're a D3, it's only going to cost you $50, and that's only until you get F3, right? So the more and more money, when you go F3, then you're not paying anything. It just comes out of your commission. So let me repeat that. So if you're an F3 or above, when you upgrade, when you go into your back office and upgrade to the Explorer pack, it's not going to cost you anything. It's just going to come out directly out of your commissions. Okay. So just wanted to kind of illustrate that a little bit. So I did that today, and so it kind of walked me through the process. And they got it pretty self-explanatory, guys. Just go through it in your back office, and you'll be able to see that information. And again, you can always come back to this article as a reference if you have any questions about how the commissions pay out and so on and so forth. Now, the cool thing is that what is the Explorer package bonus? I've gotten a lot of emails about this today, so let me read this here. When you enroll a customer into the Explorer pack, you receive a $20 bonus upon enrollment. Okay, and you'll get that on your month's commission. So it says paid as part of your next month's commission. So for example, so if you enroll, let's say, 5 people this month in the month of July into the Explorer pack, okay, what you're going to get an additional $100 on your next month's commission for August. $20 times 5 is what? $100. So you'll make $20 anytime you enroll someone on the Explorer package. It's a bonus. Okay, it's not a monthly type of commission. It's just a one-time bonus for that initial enrollment for someone getting the Explorer package. To qualify for the $20 Explorer package bonus, you must be an IBO. Okay, very important. You can't be a preferred customer. You got to be an IBO. Okay, the bonus is awarded one time per customer enrolled. There's no cap to this bonus. Again, there's no cap. You can enroll as many people as you want to, and you'll get paid accordingly, which means you can enroll 2, 5, 10, or more people and receive that one-time bonus upon enrollment for each person enrolled. The bonus is separate from your line max, payout max, or other requirements. So this bonus is totally separate from anything else going on with the Wake Up Now comp plan. So it doesn't affect anything other than when you bring somebody in this package, you're going to get a $20 commission. Okay, so which is good. So it's a way to put some money in people's pockets that are just D3. Let me repeat that. So if you're just a D1, D2, or maybe you just hit D3, and maybe you're in the process of going from D3 to F3, well, here's an opportunity where you can actually make some additional income as well. That can add up when you're bringing people in. And a lot of you guys are bringing in a lot of people, so that's going to add up for you very well. Okay. So very, very good benefit, guys. They got more coming when it comes to the comp plan. Let me just throw that out there. Just some stuff I kind of heard around the conference. They're not done with the comp plan, okay? So, but they're not going to release it until September. So this is really just getting us in position. So again, guys, you got all these different benefits, and again, this is a really good article, and I'll make sure, matter of fact, let me go ahead and I'll copy this now, and I'll throw this in the chat. Let me throw that in there real quick, just so you guys have that link there immediately. Okay, so you should have it there. You can bookmark that, and I'll definitely put this article here in the group as well after the call. and therefore you guys can get it. But I actually read all this, guys. So there's a lot of good information pertaining to the Explorer Pack. So here's the play to run. Normally, guys, when, again, I kind of touched on it briefly before, in sales, and the reason why I want to bring this up is that some people are saying, well, man, it's hard for me to even get people to pay $99.95. I don't know if I can get somebody to pay $150. Well, here's the thing. No matter what the cost is for any business, it could be $25, it could be $10, it could be $100, it could be $200, it could be $500, it could be free. You're going to always have people objecting about whatever. That's just how it is. That's just how people are. That's how people that aren't business-minded are. They're going to always find a reason on why they shouldn't do something, even when it's free, which is crazy. How do I know that? Because I've done programs where the offer was like free to join or whatever, and they're like, man, if it's free, man, it must be, how y'all making money if it's free, and this, that, and the other thing, and we'll go into a whole other conversation. You know, some people will complain, not all, because people like me, I see this, I see opportunity. But for some people that aren't, they just they're going to look at different things. But here's something about the sales process, though, and this is more about psychology. When you're selling whatever you sell, and you offer one price, typically that, psychologically, there's a roadblock because there's no other direction for them to go to, okay? And we have other benefits. We have the gold membership or whatever, these other different plans that nobody really sells because it doesn't put people in a position to make money, right? And it really doesn't help you build your volume up so you can even make more money. That's why nobody talks about it. So if you're wondering about the other packages, and if you ever wonder why nobody ever really talks about those packages, there's some good packages, so I don't want to downplay and say that they're not good, but I know a lot of people that are involved in Wake Up Now, at least the ones that are really building a business, they don't really focus on it because it doesn't have as much value as the Platinum package does. And I'm speaking from, I guess, the corporate perspective. It's all about giving value to whoever it is that you're talking to. And some of those products, even though they're good, but they're not as valuable as the Platinum package. And I'm looking at the Platinum package, it's not as valuable as the Explorer package. And now here's the thing. So if you're offering someone the regular Platinum package, and it's like, man, $100, Steve, man, I don't know, man, I have to get with you next month on that. I don't know, $100 a month, I don't know. Well, there's really no other direction that I can take that person other than maybe just trying to help them see the value of what Wake Up Now has to offer. Because a lot of times when people are making those type of complaints, typically you haven't done a good enough job showing them the value of what Wake Up Now can do. And you really probably haven't really asked them the questions of what's valuable to them and how you can relate their need to Wake Up Now. So, those are some of the questions that you want to ask people. So typically a lot of times we'll run into those roadblocks. Now, here's the cool thing. Let me show you what they've done, guys. And this is things that a lot of us in the panel have already done. We already know this. So when you offer another package, i.e. the Explorer package, which is $150. So now when I'm talking to someone and I'm leading I'm going to lead with the Explorer pack. I'm not leading with the Platinum package anymore. I'm leading with the Explorer package. Why? We'll talk about it, of course, in presentations and everything as well. But I'm focusing on the Explorer pack because, one, I know a lot of people are going to want to get that product. They're going to want to be a part of Wake Up Now, and they're going to want that particular product. And I know some people are going to be like, man, they're going to have their guard up, looking for a way out or looking for a different option. And for those people saying, man, Steve, 150, I don't know if I can do 150 right now. I like the opportunity, but I might have to wait till like next month to do, or later on in a few months to do the Explorer pack, or even just join Wake Up Now. And I could be like, hey, I totally understand how you feel. I once felt the same way. But here, check this out. Check out what I found out that what Wake Up Now has right now. They got a plan that's only $99.95 a month. It's the Platinum plan. You can get started in that. And then later on, once you get things going, you can go ahead and upgrade to the Explorer pack, and that way you'll have all these other benefits that we have, but you can at least get started at the Platinum package. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to sign up. That's how you that's how you position that. And you can't position that if you're just doing the platinum package, which again, both of them are outstanding. Okay, they're both outstanding. However, it's just going to give you a benefit to one, get more volume. So let me explain how the volume works. So when you bring somebody into the Explorer Pack, one, you're going to get a $20 bonus. Okay, two, you're going to get 95 points of volume for bringing that person in. Okay, and then from that point, oh, excuse me, no, 90 points of volume. I apologize, 90 points of volume for bringing that person in at the Explorer Pack, plus you're getting the $20 bonus, right? The following month, you're going to get 95 points of volume for bringing that person in. So it's going to count toward 95 points of volume instead of 90. Because normally right now, if you bring somebody in and Wake Up Now, that's really contributes 90 points of volume to your business. But if they got the Explorer Pack, it's going to be 95. It's going to be 90 the first month because you're getting that $20 bonus, right? So they're going to give you a little cash, and it's only going to give you 90 points of volume. But the second month, and then thereon from that point on, it's going to be 95 points of volume. Now, I know some of you saying, man, it's only 5 points of volume. Trust me, when you build this business and you build it right, that 5 points is going to add up big time. And if you're leading and if you're promoting the premier or the flagship product, that's what people are going to want to focus on. And that's the one that they're going to get. And then when you got 10 people on your team, and when you got 50 people on your team, then you got 100 people on your team, and then because most of the people on your team have the Explorer Pack, that was the reason that made you go F3. And then you got all these other people on your team, and because most of the people in your group got the Explorer Pack, that's what got you from F3 to F4. Guys, I'm telling you, those little points of volume will add up as you go through the ranks. So ask Seymour or ask Greg how that's going to impact his business. They might go from, I think Greg is a Sapphire, so he might go from Sapphire all the way to Diamond just in this month, just because of this particular product. And guys, there's a lot more stuff to come. We got Awaken, we got Awaken Thunder, we got all these other different. They got some really cool products. Have you noticed that they're offering a lot of cool products? Like, I mean, from electronics to just everyday items, just cool stuff, guys, that we can actually take advantage of and help that volume go. Because remember, Wake Up Now is all about product sales. It's not primarily just about bringing people in. Because remember, when you come in and you get the Explorer package, or if you upgrade to the Explorer package, or if you come in as a Platinum member, you're buying products. That's what you're buying. Okay. And so the more products that you purchase, or the more products that your team goes through or purchases, it just overall is going to help your business grow even faster. So when I looked at that, when they shared that, I really went back to our room and kind of looked at the numbers and all that. I was like, man, this is going to be crazy. I said, because one of the issues that I see that some people that come in to Wake Up Now, maybe that some of them don't stay around, and this is throughout the industry. Typically, when people buy into an opportunity and the opportunity sells some product or whatever, for the ones that come and then they leave for whatever reason, one of the reasons why a lot of them leave is because they never use the products. They never use anything. They never bought the drink. They never used the service. They never whatever. And so they never had their own story to share with people on why this is such a great opportunity. See, I got a lot of stories. I can share about Thunder. I can share about the Vacation Club. I can share about now the Explorer Pack, because I'm going to be going and using a lot of those benefits and just to show people how this actually works. And I might even make a video of me calling the personal assistant hotline and maybe having them do something for me and just record it with my phone or my cell or my camcorder or whatever, and then put it online to say, hey guys, this is how this particular service is benefiting me. So, but again, guys, I'm going on and on and on and on, and I want to give the panel to kind of give their insight on the Explorer Pack. I know we kind of went through this pretty quickly, but I don't want to make this a 2-hour call. But again, make sure that you go back to that link at the end of this call, and that'll really answer a lot of your questions. And check out all those videos as well. But Candace, let me reach out to you real quick. what did you think? What do you think about the Explorer Pack, and and how that's going to impact your business?
Oh man, I think the Explorer Pack is great. I think one of my if I could pick a favorite out of anything out of the Explorer packet, it's definitely the 1MD. What I liked about it, think about this. I have Highmark for medical insurance. Now, if I go to an emergency room, I pay $150 copay. If I go to urgent care, I pay $75. If I go to my primary care physician, I pay $30. That's every time I go visit. Now, with 1MD, it can be used for yourself or anybody else in your household. I have 2 kids. How many times is my kid sick, ear infections, common cold, stuff like that, that if I have to go to the emergency room, I'm paying $150 every time we walk in the door. So it's saving me that copay right there. On top of that, it's saving me a 4-hour visit to go to the emergency room for a common cold, because our emergency rooms are crazy. So you go in, I guarantee you're there 4 hours. On top of that, I'm paying $150 right out the gate just to walk through them doors. So it's saving me $150, saving me gas, saving me mileage, and most importantly, saving me time, but making sure that myself or my kids are diagnosed in a short period of time, so I have their prescription, I can run to CVS pharmacy, pick it up, lights out, done and over with. Not wasting half of my day sitting in an emergency room and stroking a check for a copay. I love that feature. Now, in regards to the personal assistant, listen, guys, when I was watching the video and she had the nerve to say, if you want tuxedo-clad penguins at your child's birthday party, we got that. I mean, you know that's real whenever you can call them and say, hey, I want this, my son wants this certain bicycle. I can't find it at my local Walmart. I need you to track it down. They will track that bike down and have one Walmart make sure it gets to the other Walmart closest to you, so you could just walk in and pick it up. So that saves me time bouncing from Walmart to Walmart trying to find a bike on short notice because my son decides he wants a bicycle. Or if my 5-year-old, if at the last minute he decides he wants to change his birthday party theme and I need help trying to find a clown or a penguin in that case, I have help doing it. I don't have to sit here punching the phone, calling everybody in the world trying to find out how to make this happen. One personal assistant is going to make it happen for me. So guys, like when they introduced this Explorer packet, I was like, whew, gone, blown away, just absolutely blown away. And then the way it's going to benefit the business, not only, remember, we're in this business to help people save, manage, and make money. On top of that, we're saving money with 1MD because of all the copays. We're saving time with the one personal assistant. Time is money, guys. So you're saving more money there. So not only are you helping your people save, manage, and make even more money, you're doing that for yourself. And the more people you get connected with it, like Steve said, you got 100 people in your organization and each one has the Explorer packet. That's 500 extra points to rank. So, don't shy away at the 5 points in personal volume because that adds up really, really fast. So, I mean, great things with the Explorer package. I can't wait for Utah to find out what else is coming. Steve, you were there, and we were in the same room when they announced that Explorer package. It was just like somebody hit the Powerball in there. People were screaming, arms are going up. It was amazing, amazing, guys. So, think about the people who don't have medical insurance, especially with the 1MD. You don't have medical insurance. You go into the emergency room because you have bronchitis. They put a list up there: bronchitis, pink eye, common colds, allergies, like hives. They put a list up of the general things and then some. And it's nice because I had gotten flack on one of my posts from somebody that was like, they're anti-Wake Up Now. So they said, oh, what else are you guys going to come out with new? Guys, the name is 1MD, but Teladoc is not new. I did my research on it. Teladoc's been around since 2002 with a 97% satisfactory rate. This is the same type of systems that the celebrity uses. I'm not saying it is the same system, but it's the same system. All these celebrities who travel, they're not going to walk into any emergency room. They have a specific doctor or group of doctors that they call and get diagnosed over the phone or by video chat. It is the same scenario, same situation, may even be the same company. So I had to pull that guy's card real quick. This isn't something new Wake Up Now just threw onto the scene. Teledoc's been around since '02 with a 97% success rate. Guys, I can't even tell you if my hospital has a 97% success rate, let alone knowing that I'm going to be able to have a network of doctors that have a 97% success rate. So for those common colds, the flus, the little viruses, I have somebody who has a 97% success rate doing a video chat with myself and my son, diagnosing him, making sure he's A, diagnosed quickly, prescription called in, and saving me $150 on an emergency room copay. Who wants to run into the emergency room at 2 o'clock in the morning and sit there for 4 hours? And then 1MD has an average callback or video chat rate of 22 minutes. So I could get diagnosed in 22 minutes and save $150. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's a no-brainer. Explorer package upgrade for everybody. If you haven't upgraded to the Explorer package yet, when you get off this webinar, log into your back office, click upgrade, snatch it, because you'd be a straight out fool if you didn't. Don't mean to call y'all fools, but I'm just stating facts.
Hey, let me tell you, I mean, it's definitely a no-brainer, Candace. I mean, you hit it right on the head. That 1MD is really really something special, because I've heard of Teledoc before. I never had the service, but I've heard some people that have it, and I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I need to get something like that or whatever. And but we get it just by being in Wake Up Now and having the Explorer package. So I'm pretty fired up about that. Oh, hey, I know you there, man. Tell me a little bit about what's going on. So what do you think about the Explorer pack? What do you think how that's going to impact your business? Is that going to make a difference in what we do?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, yes, of course. And I just look at it as another option. But you kind of took the words out of my mouth when you stated about the difference between the 150 and the 99. The option of giving them the two choices and leading in with the Explorer pack. That is definitely I would say salesman 101. because hey, they definitely have another option to basically get in this business and then see themselves. As you said, some people see the 99. Well, they would probably see the 150, and they would be probably, kind of weary of it, especially. But the thing is, what you hit on is what I saw within the meeting was something that I brought back with me, and I started researching on more, was about the products. When they were talking about not leading in, but giving more value to the products, that really brought a light bulb to myself, because I was thinking about that. I said, well, that people do want to see value. First of all, because that's the first question I get all the time is, what are we buying or what are we selling? That's the first thing I get. So if you have something of value, that just brings the truth to the business. It brings the validity more to the business. So when you stated that about the 150 leading in with that and then giving them the other option of the 99, what else can they say? We have value in this company, and that is the best. To me, that's the best thing about this company is we have services and products that are very valid and that are very, I would say, usable for people to actually take advantage of.
Absolutely. I mean, because I'm just listening to what you said in terms of just, having valuable products and everything that, Candace mentioned as well. And it gives you so many different ways and so many angles that you can talk to people about Wake Up Now currently, because now I can say, well, hey, you ever get sick? You got kids? You ever get sick? You ever got to get prescriptions and things? You ever have to go to the doctor and stuff like that? You ever with sometimes you just got so much stuff you're just like busy like crazy. You just don't have time to do anything. You need like a personal assistant sometimes. You ever feel like that? So it's just giving me so many. Wow, I just got so many new ways that I can market the business now because of these few different options that they've added. The Vacation Club has always been there, and but we've got some more benefit with that as well. But I'm glad, guys, I'm telling you, this is truly amazing. Now, we haven't heard from Kyron. What's up, Kyron?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey man, I know you've been seeing everything that's been going on. We've been talking a lot over the last several days. Give me your thoughts on all the news of what's been happening with Wake Up Now over the last few days.
Oh yeah, man. I had my own personal escape trip on Facebook. You know, I was in Miami in spirit, but it's all good. You know, but no, I mean, the Explore Pack, man. Wake Up Now has outdone themselves again, man. I mean, the value of the product. I mean, just the personal assistant itself. Think about what someone would pay a personal assistant hourly. You know, and you get that for just say $50. You know, you get that additional to your package. You know, you're looking at 12 to $15 an hour that you pay your personal assistant. But I think that's one of my favorite ones. It's kind of hard to say which one is more valuable, which one is my favorite, because all of them are pretty good. But I think I would use that one the most because I am a man, and we tend to forget a lot of stuff or do stuff last minute. So when it comes down to anniversaries and birthdays, and so I think I would use that a lot, and that's another, like Steven said a while ago, it's different angles you can come at people with these different products that we have. I mean, we already had so many with just the platinum package, but now with the 1MD and the personal assist and also the access to the vacation club now, I mean, it's just tremendous, man. So, but, definitely upgrade if you don't have it. Get that package because like everyone else said, those points, those volume points will add up. And, more points you got, the more money in your pocket.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I can definitely relate to that kind. I'm a man as well, and I know. Ask my wife. You know, sometimes I have to ask her to be my personal assistant because she kind of keeps me in line. So now I've got my wife. I've got one assist as well. So hey guys, I'm gonna be straight in line now. I'm all covered at all angles. So it's gonna be pretty cool. It's pretty cool, guys. So I'm excited about that. Aaron, your thoughts?
I feel like what you get, like the value that you get with it, man, is pretty phenomenal. And like Amari was saying, like if you start using your products and see what it provides, I mean, you really can't beat it for the all-in-one. But I like the upsell. I mean, not the upsell. I like where you can lead with one, you give somebody else options. One package presents a whole hub of a bunch of stuff, and the other package, basically you sell them on the high end, and they don't want to go that route. You sell them on the other thing. It's kind of like getting a Big Mac with cheese or something. It's other incentives. But my particular thing is I love vacations, man. So the vacation club in particular is something I really like that you can get for a good, valuable price at that. And then the personal assistant, which is huge. I have a business, so we have an assistant on my personal end. I definitely need a personal assistant, definitely. But I just feel like for the all-in-one, which you get for the price, you really can't beat that. You really can't beat it. So Wake Up Now definitely did a great job as far as presenting that and putting everything on the table for what it provides. So definitely looking forward to using more of the products and just taking it from there. That's pretty much on my end.
Awesome, because I know, Aaron, I know you do a lot of traveling as well. I know here lately, I know you've been pretty much all over the country, and
Yeah.
still got some other dates, some other places that you're gonna be going here in the next few weeks. And
Vegas.
yeah, Vegas, and I know you're going to Aruba and some
Aruba.
other
Yep.
places you're talking about. And so I know the Vacation Club guys, and again, even for us, for my wife and I know we got some trips planned here, a lot of trips actually. We're gonna be planning here to close out the year, and having the Vacation Club is definitely gonna help us save a lot of money on that. And so it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be really cool to have access to all that. And even when you're traveling, like Candace mentioned before, if you're traveling and who wants to go to unfamiliar hospital in an unknown area, if you don't have to, if it's something very very tragic, of course you do. But if it's like you just got a cold, kind of give me an example. I remember when I was working at one time back in my previous job, and I had to go. Matter of fact, I had to go to Atlanta to do some training for some sales reps at that, in that particular area. And for some reason, I got a bad cold. I mean, it was like the last few days, and it was kind of bad because I had to do this big presentation in front of some of the other executives of that market that ran that market in Atlanta. And that my wife remembers this, and I got really really sick, and I went to the store to get my regular medication, and over-the-counter stuff. And I didn't have, the reason I didn't go to the doctor, I didn't have time to go to the doctor. And I didn't have time. I didn't know where to go for that matter. And so I just went to Walgreens and picked up some cold medicine. That helped a little bit, but it wasn't enough. I really needed some antibiotics and stuff like that. If I would have had something like this, oh man, I would have just called them right there in my hotel room and did a webinar or whatever, and then went to my local or the local CVS or Walgreens or whatever there in Atlanta, and got it all taken care of. So it's just those little things like that, guys. I mean, we had a lot of great benefits with the Platinum package, guys. I think the Explorer, well, I know the Explorer package hits home a lot more for the average person, because everybody gets sick. You're going to get, everybody on this call, guess what? You're going to get sick. If you got kids, guess what? They're going to get sick, period. That's not a question. It's going to happen. For some of you, it's probably already happened. And it's going to be times where you're just going to need to just talk to a doctor. Maybe you don't need to go to a doctor. You just need to, you ever had that? You really don't want to go to a doctor. You just want to talk to one, right? Well, this benefit, that's what it does. It allows you to have that type of consultation to see what direction you might want to go. So, guys, I'm telling you, that's something that everybody needs. Guys, it's a no-brainer now. And the personal assistant, I mean, it's just incredible. It's incredible. Ro, Diane, your thoughts?
Yeah, Steve, that's incredible. I mean, anytime where you can get something that will save you time. You know, time is the only resource that you can't create more of and you can't get back. So, you know, I love the fact that you can get that personal assistant and help yourself get more information about what you're doing right there on the spot. You know, they've got the smartphones. You know, you got the Galaxy phones, and you got the iPhones with the Siri, and you can say, "Okay, Google," and you can talk to your search assistant on the phone. But a lot of times you don't get accurate results back on your smartphone, and it can be really frustrating if you talk to your phone and you don't get those results back. But with a personal assistant, you can get an actual human being that you can talk to on the phone and explain exactly what you're looking for, or the research that you need, or the information that you need right there on the spot. So, you know, that's a huge time saver. It could be a safety issue also, because a lot of times, you know, I know a lot of us are guilty of, you know, checking out some stuff on our phone while we're moving in a vehicle, or even driving the vehicle. You know, and that's not a good look. So you can call that personal assistant and talk to them on the phone, and, you know, relay what you're looking for right there. That'll save you right there. So I'm loving that, and plus, you know, the medical saving time at the doctor's office and in the emergency room, you know, all that's a no-brainer. So I'm excited about it. Not to mention the extra volume that can put some extra money in your pocket running this one business. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing, Steve. I'm loving what I'm hearing.
Awesome, awesome. So I mean everybody had definitely their favorites and, you know, their insight on each product, and I really appreciate everybody, you know, sharing that. You know, I even got these pretty cool apps that you can put on your phone. You know, I got a prescription card that's all on my phone that's provided by 1MD, and then there's the One Assist as well. You can actually download an application there right there on your phone for the personal assistant type of service as well. And, you know, it's pretty cool. Of course, you got the Vacation Club benefits, and, you know, Lanacia spoke on that you can book an unlimited amount of trips with the Explorer pack. So, guys, we got it. Now, real quick, before we end the call, did anybody have any questions? I know we still got quite a few people on. And, again, this is recorded as well, so some of the other people will be able to see it later. But did anybody have any questions about anything pertaining to what we kind of discussed today? So I'll let you guys, while you're maybe formulating a question or two, we might have time just to take maybe just a few, and just to help you guys, get those questions answered so you can get back there in your back office, get upgraded, and get set. And we're going to use this. You're going to start seeing, especially in some of the presentations, some of the media that I know that myself and my wife and I are going to be creating here in the future. So the Explorer Pack is definitely going to be the product that we're going to be leading with And again, mainly because people like choices, and if you don't give them choices, you tend to run into walls more. And this is just part of the sales psychology process. So a lot of people on the panel know exactly what I'm talking about. So when you give people psychologically, when you give us choices, we tend to make a decision better, and that's just how we are as human beings. So we're going to be leading with the Explorer Pack. That's what. So I'm talking with the person, and they ask me, well, how much does it cost to be a part of the group and be a part of Wake Up Now? It's $150. It's $150, $149 to get you started. That's going to give you access to this, give you access to that, and it's not just because of the monetary benefit, guys. I know that if they get the Explorer Pack, they are getting tremendous value for that. And I know that they're going to have more opportunity to really use that product that's going to really benefit them a lot faster. Because, again, 1MD, you got the personal assistant, and not to mention all the other benefits that already come with the Platinum package. They just got more chances of actually utilizing the product. And again, that's been the one thing that I've seen that people that have come in to Wake Up Now, and I guess 5-6 months that we've been in, that maybe aren't in now, when I asked them, hey, did you ever use the product? Did you ever use the benefit? And you know what they said? No, they never did. So the value isn't there for them because they're not utilizing the benefit, even though I know there's value there. But I think now with the Explorer Pack, it hits home more to people because we know everybody's going to get sick. We always know people need help in finding things and getting access to information at different times, and because we're already pretty busy, so it's just going to help that whole process move a lot faster. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I guess I don't see any questions or anything. Lanacy, did you see any questions in the other chat room? I don't know if you didn't. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, so again, if you go back to your back office, and I'm going to post that link up again, so if you wanted to get some more detailed information on the Explorer package, you can go to that link again. And again, make sure when you log in, go to the Vimeo channel, take a look at those videos that they've already got up and running that you can actually take a look at and visually see the details and the benefits of how these benefits can definitely impact you and a whole lot of other people. So I'm telling you guys, the Explorer package is where it's at. It's going to really help us take our business to the next level, and we're going to be able to help a lot more people. And for those that are using the Explorer package, if you have a very quick testimony, hey, I used the Explorer package and used the 1MD and got this taken care of, or I used the personal assistant service and got this taken care of, or I saved some money with the vacation club, or any other benefit along with the Platinum package, or just in general. Definitely make a video about it, or shoot it in the group. Share your story about what's going on. You can write out your story, record it, or however you want to do it. Share it, because we love to hear these stories that are coming out about this particular product, because we're definitely going to really change the game in this industry with this particular product. And what's crazy, they're not even done yet. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do in September. I'm like, can it get even better than this? Because if it is, wow. Well, I had a few conversations, and they said, hey, in September, it's going to be a no-brainer. If you're not in Wake Up Now, you're just been living under a rock or something or whatever. I mean, these are the conversations I'm having with the people that kind of know what's going on, and they were saying, hey, come September, it's going to be a no-brainer. And so what you want to do now, get your people in position, because in September, the announcement they got coming out in September, oh man, it's going to be a rush of people coming into this business. So you want to get in, start building your business, get the Explorer package so you can start having your testimony and your stories about building your business using this particular product. Guys, we about to tear the roof off this thing. I'm telling you, it's about to go to the next level. So with that said, guys,
before you get off,
yeah,
show them how to upgrade.
If you go, well, it doesn't show in my back office anymore, but if you go into your back office, if you look at the top right-hand corner, you're going to see a deal that says upgrade. I know some of the panel probably know what I'm talking about. You know, you guys probably saw that upgrade feature. They got it where it's very visible. So if you log into your back office, you look in the top right-hand corner near your other links right there, you know, the other little buttons you can click on, you'll see the deal that says upgrade. Just click on that, and that'll walk you through the product. Real simple. It'll probably take you a minute, if that, to upgrade. And then once you upgrade, you'll immediately get access, because when we did it this morning, it immediately gave us access to all the benefits. All we had to do was go in and activate and set everything up, and we were all straight. So that's all you got to do, guys. Get upgraded, get set up. If you've got questions, throw them in the group, and we'll be able to ask those questions. Let's see here. Let me see. Josephine asked, let's see, upgrade as a... Does everybody see that question there?
So how much does it cost to upgrade if you're in a D1 IBO?
If you're a D1, it's going to be, what is that? That's a good question.
I want to say it's going to be 50 if you're already an IBO, but what I would do is you can either call corporate or you can click on it and see what it gives you in the cart. I mean, I would just click on it and see what the price is in the cart. But I'm thinking it's going to be $50.
Yeah, it's $50 to upgrade if you already paid your $100 for this month. If you haven't paid your $100, then you'll pay the full $150.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, because I know our view was a little bit different. So cool. So again, repeat that for me, Kyron. So just make sure everybody heard that.
If you already paid your platinum membership for this month of July, then it will just cost you $50 to upgrade. But if you have not paid, like if your date haven't came yet, then to upgrade you will pay the full $150.
Gotcha.
To upgrade.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So again, depending on your billing date, wherever you're at in the month, it'll let you know. It'll let you know what you'll have to pay and go from there, and we'll take it from there. So good stuff, guys. I think that was the only question. And again, if you have any other questions, just throw them in the group or contact whoever one of your leaders are, and they'll be able to answer those questions. And we'll be posting up some more information about it, about the Explorer Pack. But again, this is going to be the new flagship product for SME and all the other groups. So one, because it's just going to help a lot more people, and it's just a lot more value in this particular product for people to really use the benefit. So with that said, guys, I'm done. Any last words, guys? Anything you want to add or close out before we close out? We good? All right, guys. Well, hey, appreciate you guys. Hey, let's take this thing over. Let's have a great rest of the week, and let's move this business forward. So, hey, guys, have a good night. See you guys, and have a good one.